I swear to you, I look to my left and it's freaking Rihanna and I lose it and then she turns around. Oh my God. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today, as you can tell by the title, it is called Meet My Roommate, and I need to give credit where credit is due to Franny. I saw her do this video with Anne Marie when she revealed her as a roommate and they were just drinking wine and having snacks. We're not gonna be as classy. We have wine, she has some sliced peeled apples, and I have some pad see ew. But I did finally get a new roommate after a rather traumatic experience in which I never thought I'd have a roommate again. But I want to quickly shout out Tula for sponsoring today's video. I have been a longtime fan of Tula. They were the first company that I used when my skin was struggling, breaking out, and this brand completely transformed my skin. Tula is a doctor-founded, clean and effective skincare and wellness brand where 100% of the products are formulated with probiotics and superfoods. As I mentioned, it was founded by a doctor. Her name is Dr. Roshini Raj. She is not only a practicing gastroenterologist, but she's also an entrepreneur and a mom and a probiotics expert. She noticed that her patients were feeling really good using probiotics, but also their skin was looking fantastic as well. If you don't know what probiotics are, they are a powerful natural ingredient that helps restore the natural balance of your skin's microbiome. It can also soothe and nourish your skin and boost its appearance. Tula products are completely cruelty-free and they are never tested on animals. I've personally been using Tula for years and I've gotten so many of my friends and family on the wagon. This is such a popular and well-respected brand for a reason. If you guys want to try it out for yourself, make sure to go to Tula.com and use the promo code Jazmine Garcia to get 15% off your purchase. Thank you again so much to Tula for sponsoring today's video. Let's get on with the rest. Hello, this is my bestie. Should I introduce you as Diamond or Sky?
Honestly, I identify as both, so.
Okay. So I call her Diamond, but she goes professionally by Sky and like introduces people now as Sky, but this is my best friend, and she's been my best friend for, I was gonna say since 2016.
No.
Longer?
Yeah, 2014.
We have years. Oh my God, you're right. Yeah. So Diamond and I have been friends for a very long time, and she did one video with me years ago when I was reacting to a Gymshark My Vision
No,
thing.
I was in it too.
Yeah, you were reacting with it.
No, but I was
that's
in
why
the video.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, because I was like, why did I have her react with that to me? After that, she was like, I don't know, I don't really like the YouTube thing. And then I asked her, I was like, since you're moving in, we should do like an introducing you video. Are you down? She's like, oh my God, yeah, let's do it. So I went on Instagram. I asked you guys to just send in some questions for us, and we're just gonna answer it and have like a little chit chat, drink some wine, have some food, and just talk to you guys.
Cheers to doing a formal video. Like she said, I've never liked being in front of the camera. You know, I was your friend before you were really serious about the YouTube stuff.
I was like just starting it.
I remember distinctively also when you came over to my house in Alameda and we were going on a hike and it was 7 a.m. and she just popped out of the bed with her camera like, all right, you guys, and I'm just like, how?
She's like, huh? Oh yeah, that was when I would just vlog.
Yeah.
And I had no shame doing it in front of people either. Now I don't do vlogs, and like, I would also never wake up at 7 a.m. and be like, okay, you can pick the first question since you're the newbie.
Any question.
Any question.
I'm gonna overthink it, so I'm just gonna stop. What gave you the idea or vibe for you guys to finally be roommates? So me and Jazz have been trying to be roommates since probably the first 2 months of us ever hanging out and being friends.
Period.
I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment in my hometown with my sister, and Jazz was living in Antioch, which is probably like a 50-minute drive.
Yeah.
And I lived close to the city, so she wanted to be near the city. So I was like, you know what, why don't you just move into my closet? To be granted, it was a walk-in closet.
She lived in like a cottage in Alameda, and it was a big closet. I mean, it was like the size of, think of a really small bedroom that can fit a bed, maybe a twin.
Very Harry Potter vibes.
Like if I would have had a queen in there, it would have taken up the whole room.
Since then, we tried being roommates. I helped her move out to LA the first time ever when she moved to Koreatown. Then she moved into Apex or Hollywood?
Apex.
Before she moved into Apex, I was going to move in with her
Oh my God.
at an apartment. But at the time I was a waitress, I was going to college. She said that she wanted the Apex building, and just realistically, I wanted
a luxury building.
Realistically, I was like, that's just so outside of my budget. There's no way that I could be a waitress and afford that type of rent in downtown Los Angeles. So it just didn't work out then. And then I think one other time we tried to move in with each other. Oh, when I was visiting your condo. Yeah. Then when I was visiting the condo, we were staying with each other for like 2 weeks, I feel like. And we just vibe really well.
It just worked. Her and I have been friends for so long, and it's a good thing that we probably didn't move in before that, because I don't think either of us were ready. Like, everything happens for a reason, timing wise. Not me just almost spilling my pad see ew.
Dude, I was like, please no. you sure?
Please don't do that. It just really worked out this time because she moved back from New York, so she was in a place where she was like, I can really be anywhere right now. I had my second bedroom as an office space. There wasn't enough in there where I felt like it would have ruined my space. So I downsized my bed, and I don't know, it was worth it to me because I've literally been wanting to do this with her for years. She's the one person that I know I can live with, and it would just work.
We always knew it would work. Our communication style and our maturity and things that we've endured during our friendship, we were able to overcome. So nothing else could really come in the way where we would hate each other or just be total wreck.
We know each other too well. I think it was also like, we kind of tested it when you stayed with me for like 2 or 3 weeks during the pandemic, and we were sharing my room because obviously like my office space was my office space, and to me that was very telling. I was like, okay, if I'm not sick of her after literally 2 to 3 weeks straight of being around someone, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to handle it when we have our own spaces. I feel like we should do your sister's question next. So she doesn't have to watch the whole damn thing.
Question because I've been thinking about it, but I think we are both going to say the same thing now that we watch Bridgerton.
Okay, so Nikki said, if you guys could have dinner with any celebrity, who would it be? Have to agree on one only. Oh, I didn't know that
It
part.
was one, yeah.
Okay.
So she just had me watch Bridgerton last night, and it's normally not my cup of tea to watch that era in a TV show. Tried to get into Queen's
Like
Gambit.
Victorian stuff.
Yeah, The Crown. But I was fond of this one. This one was actually pretty interesting. And we're madly in love with the Duke. Would we agree on that though?
1,000. We would be fighting for his attention.
I would, no, not me. I would just stare at him. I would just be like,
oh, I would be fighting for his attention. Look at
you're
him.
about to
Oh, so fine.
would that be it?
Yes, or Rihanna. For him, he'd be someone for us to just sit and stare at and just ask questions, but Rihanna,
Honestly,
I think we would both be like very, very excited to sit down and talk to her.
Me and Rihanna are friends.
Tell them about the Rihanna experience.
I can't hear Rihanna's name without thinking of this revolutionary moment in my life. I was living in New York, well, I just came back from New York, and I went to a bar on Lower East Side, very grungy, small, no-name bar. I hesitated to go to here, and I was standing at the bar by myself. My friend had invited me with her group of friends. I didn't know any of them, so I was pretty much alone for the most of the night, ordering a drink by myself, kind of wondering when I'm gonna go home and make my way. And then this lady to the left of me, I kid you not, like shoulder to shoulder, I was like, that lady smells really nice. I swear to you, I look to my left and it's freaking Rihanna, and I lose it because I'm not next to anybody that I know. My friend is with her friends, and long story short, I was trying to take a picture of her, so her bodyguard like tapped my hand and was just like, no pictures. So I confirmed it was Rihanna.
Was the bodyguard wearing like a black suit and stuff?
Yeah, he was right behind her, so I didn't even see him. I just seen her beautiful blue attire. Oh, she's so gorgeous. Before I get into too much detail, because I can relive this moment forever, she went to the back to hang out with her friends. I was alone the whole night. Like my friends were wasted doing, not even my friends, my friend and her friend. And I was just fantasizing over the idea that I was standing right next to her, and then she left, and then she came back to the bar. I was standing there by myself with these 3 guys just like randomly next to me, and they were just standing next to me, and we were kind of all having a fangirl moment, and then she turns around.
Oh my god.
And I'm giving her the biggest eyes ever, just not trying to like intrude her space, but also be like,
I know who you are and I love you.
I love you, and I kiss the floor you walk on, because she's all about woman empowerment. Everything she does is just so much talent and passion. I wanted her to feel that message when I was looking at her.
Wait. What'd she say to you?
And she goes, you are fucking gorgeous. And then she walks away. After that, not only did I tell every single person I met, no one could tell me anything for like 4 months.
Diamond sent me a picture
of her back.
And she's like, bitch, Rihanna just called me beautiful. I was like, what are you talking about? Because you can't tell from behind that it's her, but you can if you really know what she looks like. Diamond would never make something up.
I would never
that is so
make
not her
something
personality at all.
And then I yelped the restaurant or the bar, and ended up being a Caribbean bar, so it made sense.
Oh, it makes so much sense.
Yeah. I want Jazz to answer this because I don't know how to answer this in short. How did y'all meet? We were bound to meet.
We were bound to meet. We were going to meet at some point in
with
our
all
lives.
the connections that we had towards each other, we were bound to meet. But I want to hear your version.
Okay, so basically, we shared a mutual friend. His name was Brendan, and he would always talk to me about her and to her about me, and it was like, you guys would be great friends, and I was like, whatever, like, you must say that just because we're girls. But it was his birthday, and he was like, hey, you know, like, I'm gonna be going out, and at the time, he had invited a few of my friends who didn't like me anymore, and his girlfriend, who, when he was around her, he was all about her, as you can agree, which is like fine, but if you're the only person I know, I don't want to be there because I'm not gonna have anyone to talk to, and half of them hate me. And so he's like, well, I think think Diamond's gonna be coming, like, you know, you can hang out with her. And I was like, okay, like, I guess I'll pop by.
He actually said that to you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was like, well, Diamond's gonna be going.
Which is funny because I wasn't going to go, because when he asked me to come to his birthday, I said, we'll celebrate your birthday another day. Because like she just said, he's very coupled up with his girlfriend.
So what ended up getting you to come?
He said the same thing. He was like, because my concern was, how about you just go, I'll hang out with you another day, because all of his friends that he invited were couples. And
yeah, that was also, they were all couples.
Yeah, and I didn't really know a lot of them, and he said, just come, I have a friend who's going, Jazz.
Maybe
I told
he didn't
you
say
her.
you were coming. I could have sworn
he told me you were coming.
Maybe he said like Diamond might come and you can meet her, something like that.
And I didn't even know her.
Yeah, we did not know each other.
He was like, she's single, you guys can hang out. And I was like,
hella
you kind
lonely,
of want
dude.
me to come if
You guys-
you're gonna like go to that extent of saying you have a single friend that's a girl.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm gonna come, whatever, nothing else better to do. So I went.
So this moment, I describe it as feeling like it was a movie, like Gossip Girl type of movie where you're like, oh my god, is this the moment that I meet my best friend? I was feeling so awkward. And at the time, Diamond knew that some of the people there didn't like me, but I didn't know that she knew this at all. Like, I thought she was just coming in, not knowing that they had been talking shit about me and all this stuff.
Because to be fair, I was not a part of that group.
Yeah.
I didn't even really know them.
She would just hear stuff from him.
I would just hear stuff from him.
Yeah. So I'm like feeling pretty awkward because my birthday had just passed, maybe like 2 months before that or a month before that. And she comes up and she was literally like out of a movie. She was like, I was sitting at the bar and she was like, hey, I heard that like you're one of the single girls here tonight. I am too. You and I are gonna be the couple tonight. And I was like,
No, I asked her to be my +1.
oh yeah. She was like, let me buy you a shot. And I was like, what? Because I was really awkward. I was by myself and like I was in a place where I was feeling really uncomfortable and like I didn't want to be there. And her and I just bonded. It was like, I'm gonna buy you a shot. Happy birthday. Like, I know your birthday just, did you say it? I know your birthday just
that's
passed?
why I bought you the shot.
Yeah. The thing though that I can say after years of being her best friend is that her best friend, not just her friend, her best friend, is that she gets along with everybody. She can go into a room, sit down. I remember when we were in New York, we went to a high rise and my cousin Alexi and I went to go grab drinks and there were these little igloo things and I was like, I'll just wait here. We come back, she's talking to 7 different people. She's like, these are all my friends. I'm like, it's been 5 minutes. She can just get along with anyone. So that was a huge reason that I think we just hit it off so easily. And then it was history after that. Okay, somebody said, what is the most awkward date story you have?
Living in Manhattan, 26 years old, thriving, maybe 25, and I'm on Hinge for the first time. I'm like, you know, I'm single, this is Manhattan, like why the fuck not? And I meet this guy who looks identical to my ex, who to me my ex was gorgeous. I found his Instagram, I found his LinkedIn, I found his Twitter, and I was like, MBA, he was in the Air Force, he works as a security software geek for Marvel.
Oh my god, wow.
Fit, like beautiful, everything checked off. Gorgeous. I was so excited for the date. I go meet him at this very beautiful wine bar in Manhattan. And I was like, nothing could go wrong. This is the man that I'm probably gonna end up with for a long time.
Oh my
I'm fascinated about our life together in Manhattan. I was like, he has to like be ambitious. Like he just seemed to have it all. I meet him, he says hello.
No.
Yes.
No, I remember.
Yes.
Oh.
With just the squeakiest, most
Diamond's a
flamboyant
voice person.
voice ever.
It was
And
like,
I was like,
hi.
do you love a good burrata and red wine? And I was like, you are joking.
Diamond is very, like if there's anything I can say about her, particular about voices. One time she matched with this guy on Hinge and she's like, Jazmine, call him. I was like,
he knows
and
voice is
say
okay.
what? Because they were sending each other novels and she's like, call him. And I was like, and say what? She's like, I don't know, just say you got a wrong number. Like say you're looking for so-and-so. And I did it because why not? That's my bestie. And I called him and I was like, I love him. And she's like,
Yeah,
okay.
she fell in love with him.
I did. I literally, because he was so sweet. You get a wrong number, people are like, you have the wrong number, bye. He's like, oh, I think you have the wrong number. And I was like, oh, do you want to talk anyway?
Like she called me after and she was like, his voice is okay.
Because she's very, I think she's a little traumatized from that experience, but like, you know, squeaky voice, maybe not exactly what we're looking for.
I went the whole night listening to this man talk about his life
And
with
then
that high-pitched
she called me
voice.
and she's like, should I see him again? She's like, he's great, I just don't like his voice. I was like, don't, because you're never gonna see past it.
Never.
If that's already, like you'll never see past that. Mine isn't really as awkward. It was more so that there was this gorgeous French guy that I'd started talking to on Bumble, and I ended up going out on a date with this guy like 3 times, and I don't know why. He was so beautiful, but just there was no conversation. So I think what makes it awkward is that we kept going on dates knowing that we had nothing to talk about. I'm typically the first to make a move for a kiss because I don't know, I just like, why not? I'm like, I'm gonna kiss you now. And they're like, oh, okay. And even the kiss was awkward. Like, but he was beautiful. But just, I don't know if it's that he had like an ego to him, or he just was not the most, like, I don't know, he was just dull. There was nothing to talk about.
How do I find a girlfriend when I always get curved or people never seem interested? I get rejected a lot. I think that something is gonna turn out to be this great time and it ends up not. They end up ghosting me, or the regular things that happen in dates. They never seem interested. Those people just aren't for you. You're yourself to this other person. They're like, you know what, that person isn't who I want to mesh with. You dodged a bullet there because you don't want to be with someone who doesn't even appreciate who you are wholesomely.
Truth.
Keep trekking, because I do believe that you will find someone, even a best friend, that will appreciate you for who you are. Just don't give up on the journey of trying to be your best self and then attract the people that you want to be with.
And to add on to that, my advice would have been, I'm the type of person where I also get rejected a lot and I pursue like it's nobody's business. I'm a Leo, like I have no shame in rejection. It sucks, but like I'm always happy because at the end of the day, I'm like, at least I tried. But every time when I have gotten bummed out about it, because you do get bummed, like even though I can handle it, doesn't mean it doesn't suck. I've had multiple people say this, and it is a true thing. When you're not looking, it will come to you. The more that you seek it out and you kind of like, I'm using this word for myself really, but like become desperate for it, I feel like the universe is like, you want this so badly that it's just not gonna work out. Either you're not gonna be ready, they're not gonna be ready, it's not gonna be the right person. So the moment you just kind of let it go, which is what I'm actually doing right now, I believe that the person that is meant to come into this existence for me is gonna come, then that's when it will happen. Continue shooting your shot, and don't let being curved disappoint you. Just take it as you being like, well, at least now I know. At least I tried and I got to see where this was gonna go.
When you start feeling that way, just put more work into yourself.
Someone said, what is gonna be your roommate ritual?
Good
we do
one.
need to have a ritual.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. Once a month, even though it's gonna be far often than once a month, we plan it once a month. Have a wine night. It's like a girls' night, kind of like what we did with Vane the first night she was here. We like play, you know, we're not really strangers, or some sort of game together, and drink wine and like watch some chick flicks and order takeout.
This is something that I wanted to pursue during quarantine. I have the cookbook, Cooking with Chrissy or whatever, and I was thinking of taking pages out of, you know, the book to start cooking. So why don't once a month, one of us find a page in the book, we get the ingredients and we cook something from that cookbook.
Are you asking me out right now? Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I love that. We'll make the meal, then we'll have our wine and watch a chick flick.
Yeah.
I love it.
What is one thing you're both looking forward to while living together?
For me personally, I didn't have a sister growing up. I never had sisters in general, and Diamond grew up with 2 other sisters, and I always really admired like their relationship, and they're all pretty close in age, so they're able to go out and share each other's clothes and go get drinks together. Like it just seems like the dream. And I've been living in Los Angeles by myself for years. I had 1 year where I lived with someone else, but for me, because I know her so well and like I know our respect for each other and all of that, I'm just happy to have another presence in the house that's my best friend. We get each other so well. When we need our space, we have our space. When we want to be together, we can be together. Are really into the same things. Like when I went to bed last night, I was like, I'm not alone. My best friend is literally in the next room with all of her stuff. Like that for me is just having you around is truly what I'm the most excited about.
So I have 2 answers to this question. One is I'm excited about the like little day-to-day of experiencing living together, because we're already so involved. When I have panic attacks, when she has anxiety attacks, we FaceTime each other. So we're there for each other in ways that you need a good friend for, but I'm excited to see how our micro interactions are with each other on the day-to-day.
Good word.
The second part to it is continuing to encourage each other on our day-to-day. Like when I'm feeling doubtful or self-conscious or self-doubt, I always FaceTime her and call her. She's there for me. So I'm excited for that on a more daily basis.
Okay, last question. Do you have any shared common interests?
Jazmine loved chilling at the house and watching movies.
We really
and
do.
being secluded and not being around too many people. We get exhausted very easily, or being around, we're very extroverted.
Yeah. We're like half introverted, half extroverted. Yeah. Like for me, I used to be so extroverted, but now I get drained very quickly around other people.
So do I.
I'm so happy that we're at the point where we can hike for an hour together and not need to talk. Because we just sit, like we bring the dogs with us and we don't say a word. Like we'll say a few things here and there, but it's not about keeping conversation going because the empty space is awkward. So being around each other is like being around a sibling or like being around, you know, someone you've known your whole life.
We like to read books, so we recommend each other a lot of books. We spend a lot of time at the bookstore.
Yeah. We could sit in a bookstore for hours and like neither of us would be like, are you ready yet? Like we're chilling. We also are really both into like entrepreneurship, working really hard, building your own businesses, constantly educating ourselves, constantly.
We're very in our late 20s these days.
Yeah, we're like truly in our late 20s. Like a pack of socks does get us excited. What don't we have in common besides video games? Maybe our taste in men sometimes?
Yes, but that's a good thing. We have the same humor. We're very fucking annoying together.
Very annoying. Like we will keep a joke going for way too long.
It's not even funny.
It's not.
And I feel like I can't do that with anybody else. No one would get it.
Yeah. Well guys, that's gonna be it for this meeting my roommate video. Bestie, Diamond, thank you so much for being on this video with me. So if you guys want to see more videos from us, comment down below. I do want to do truth or drink with her. Comment down below some ideas. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bye guys.